Portland City Councilor Dan Ryan is here. He's proposing new ways to jumpstart Portland businesses, zero in on the reasons small businesses leave Portland and what it will take to get them to stay. Councilor Ryan represents District 2 in North and Northeast Portland. Councilor Dan Ryan, welcome back to Eye on Northwest Politics.
Thank you, Ken. Great to be here.
Well, this week you introduced a resolution called the Storefront Support Program. What would that do?
First of all, we could focus on a problem that's been emerging as a priority for years, and our storefronts are the lifeline to Portland's vibrant economy. And did you know that before COVID, the storefronts actually were different than the rest of the country in that people were still shopping in stores and not as much online, and that trend has been reversed. We're now seeing the impacts of this problem on our own budget with just recently reported $12 million shortfall below projections for this fiscal year, just 3 months in. So when I listen to storefront owners across the city in my former job as a commissioner, and now when I've had more time to drill into the neighborhoods throughout North and Northeast, you hear the same thing. Does the city care about us? We hear the city come when there's a new regulation or a new fee, but we want you to respond when our windows are broken. We want you to respond when someone comes in and takes our goods, the smash and go that we hear about. They're on the front lines of many of the challenges of organized crime that we have in our city, and we need a unified response. So this proposal, in this new role, it's kind of a civics lesson here, in the new role of government, we can get it through committee, which we did this week. We get it to the full council. I expect everyone can get behind this initiative, which is also a wonderful thing. We send it to the mayor's office. The mayor oversees all of the operations of the city. So the mayor has control over the police response, over the Portland's solutions response, Prosper Portland influence. We need to knit those groups together and have a better unified response. And so our response times are better, and also that we're giving them the service that they need so they feel like they're valued, which I know Portlanders value their small businesses.
How much money would be dedicated to this program, and would it specifically enhance or fix storefronts?
We're passing this legislation so that we have the plan coming from the mayor's operations team by January 31st. Then we can knit together what the expense would be. I actually think it's about working smarter. A lot of times in government, it's the silos that you're breaking down, and if you actually have the group meet together, start to have plans with actually measurable goals, that's what we need. We need this to be a priority. We've done this with other initiatives around the city and seen results. So this is me as a legislator telling the operations of the city, come on, this has to be a priority. Portlanders love their small businesses, and I think I know why. Now that I've been talking to so many small business owners, Ken, they represent all of Portland. They're single, they're married, they're renters, they're from every political ideology you can think of and every demographic. And they also really bring together the neighborhoods and, of course, downtown. I don't want to have tourists come to Portland and say it's really depressing to walk around downtown and see a for lease sign on every block. I don't want people to see that in our neighborhoods, and that's what they're experiencing right now.
In the context of where Portland is right now, we've got a 35% downtown office vacancy rate. Right. We are getting some more foot traffic now, which is positive. But we've got business license revenue, which is going down at a pretty steep rate. This storefront initiative is in the context of trying to bring downtown Portland back. So what do you see in terms of the overall future for downtown based upon the issues that we're facing right now?
You're right about our evening and our weekend foot traffic. It went up this summer. That's been a trend over the last 2 summers, but we need to see it more consistent. Your storefronts provide that consistency of foot traffic. When you see all your storefronts actually leased, and you see people engaging with the storefronts and going in and out of them like we remember not too long ago, that created a vibrant city that people want to come down to visit, that people want to spend time as a tourist. But I have to keep reminding you here, this conversation, this is citywide. Every district in the city is experiencing this challenge. And so we just need to get to the bottom of it and again, make it a priority.
When you look again at downtown, I mean, that's kind of what our focus has been and the mayor's focus. What do you think about converting some of that office space into housing? That's been talked about for years. Mm-hmm. Developers and downtown property owners have said that's difficult to do. That kind of conversion is difficult to do, but we do have all this space. What do we do about it?
Well, there have been a lot of studies on this, and there are a lot of studies that say it doesn't pencil out very well. My point is, let's start on the ground. The ground is where people experience downtown and where they experience our neighborhoods as well. So if we get those for leases signs off the storefronts, if those storefronts feel supported by the city, by the police bureau, by Portland Street Response, by all of the agencies on the front line that are having their back, you'll see that vibrancy come back. And actually, I think it will help people want to work in teams. It's much better, I think, for productivity to be in person. So we're seeing some trends in the right way. I know my team's been in person for now the last 4 years. So I'm just hoping that we can actually breed by example.
City Councilor Dan Ryan, thank you very much for coming back to Eye on Northwest Politics, and we'll talk more about this issue and more in the near future.
Sounds good.